Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Late night show again, 2 in a row. What's going on? It's because the old Huckster schedule is being affected during the day, so we can't leave you hanging. And to make things better, like we're just messing around here, just kicking around. We're bringing in the heavy hitters, the guns, the top drawers, top notch, like this guy right here. Mega Mike, what's up, bud?
What's up, everybody? Man, I heard it was going to be a fun party night, a lot of ho, so I'm like, I'm ready for this.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of hoes on this channel.
All right, yeah, absolutely.
How do we look? How do we sound, everybody? I am literally watching the stream on YouTube, and it is frozen. It's like...
Did I freeze you guys? I have frozen powers over there.
Lagging.
Oh, man, I froze you guys.
There we go. All right, there we go. Looks like Mike's got the hearts coming out. But welcome. Mike and I are just gonna hang. It's just like a free-for-all. It's like anything goes. So whatever you got, comment wise, just hit us up. We're just gonna go nuts, right, Mike? We're just gonna wing it. I got to get up.
Let's get nuts.
Right? Come on. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. As you can see, like right over here on my thing, got my 2 favorite Thanksgiving. I got home for the holidays and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Sporting some Thanksgiving. Mike, what's your
and I got, of course, Blood Simple, very festive right here.
Is that Thanksgiving?
That's what I had near me. I didn't know.
I'm like,
holiday title.
Am I not remembering that movie, right? With all the birds. Let's see who's hanging out. Adrian, what is up, bro?
Yo, Adrian.
Hello, Mr. James, Cinema Geek. What's up, dude? He's good. Collector Movie Man, of course, is here. Hey, Huck. How was your work? And did you see the last message I sent you? I started watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Nice. I didn't see that message yet. But, dude, that's a good show. Mike, have you watched Strange New Worlds?
I think I've seen 2 seasons. Never got back on it, but the 2 seasons I saw were pretty darn good.
Well, that's good because the 3rd season's coming. They don't even have a 3rd one yet.
So I'm caught up then.
So, I mean, you're doing good. You're doing great. And good news, Conclave is getting a 4K. Nice. Wow, coming out in December already?
That's how it goes these days.
Still trying to catch that in the cinema. I tried messing you guys. Yeah, Mike had a members only thing.
Yeah, Collector Movie Man. You got to be a member, and that is definitely the path for you because you always have a lot of requests for things you want to see on the channel. Well, becoming a member, especially a high tier membership, gives you more control over the channel's content. So you get perks like exclusive videos, choices for videos. So you say a type of stream you want, I can make that happen once a month. That sounds like a good deal, right, Huck?
It sounds like a fantastic deal. How could you not jump on something so good?
And if anybody did sign up to be a member last night, you would have got 6 digital codes automatically because we had no members show up. So that's on you guys. You guys missed out on 6 4K digital codes.
That is true. I was tempted to log off and become a member just to get them codes.
So, man, you could have become a member for $4.99. Got 6 4Ks.
Is that your you want to explain your tiers to everybody?
Oh, yeah, of course. So if you want to be a Mega Movie Man, which definitely supports the channel, that's $4.99, and that gets your end credit video pretty much. You get to be in all my shout outs, you get priority comment conversations and all that good stuff. So definitely really nice to be a Mega Movie fan. Now, if you want to be a Mega Movie hero, the next tier up, $9.99, still a really great deal. I mean, that's the cost of a cup of coffee these days with inflation going on, right?
Come on now.
So with that, you get an additional video a week, an exclusive video for members. So I've been doing comparisons with different Criterion titles, giving you guys in-depth reviews and recommendations. And if you haven't been a member on that level, you've been missing out on that. You've been missing out on some quality videos. And then if you want to be a Mega Movie Master, taking your support to the next level, $19.99, you get all that good stuff in the lower tiers. But then once a month, you get to choose a topic you want me to cover in a video form or a live stream form. Maybe you're like, hey, Mike, I want you to do a Jim Carrey franchise ranking stream. Get a panel together. Make it happen this month. If you're a Mega Movie Master, I'm like, let's go. I take care of that.
And make sure Huck is on that panel.
Of course. See, it's already going. See,
you can request panel members too.
Exactly.
Nice. Well, we did a great show last night. We were talking about like Gladiator 2 and how it's stacked up against Gladiator. Well, look at that cup. swear Mike was wearing like the human version of that. Was that literally the helmet that was on the popcorn bucket?
There you go.
Is that from the bucket or what is that?
Oh, this is a popcorn bucket, and then you had to have your cup one, right? You had to have two different ones right there.
Mike,
you got to be packing it, right?
I mean, you gotta.
We're collectors, you know. You got to have it.
That's right. Let's see. Mr. Moody is here. What is good, my friend? Good to see Craig. Oh my U's are popping in. Let's see. Well, actually, so here's the. I guess we got to explain. So you wish you would have invited. Anybody could have watched it. Like it was live for everybody. Like my wife was watching it, and but she's not a member, so she couldn't comment. So you were certainly. I don't know. Were you there, Dave? You just couldn't comment because you're certainly always invited.
Yeah. And if you were a mega movie master, you could have joined the panel too. Not even a second thought on that. So,
well, yeah. Hello, all the R&Ds here, and then of course Mel. What up, darling?
What's up?
Yo.
I still remember the spanking we got from that Vestron stream. Oh my gosh, Vestron versus Shout Select. Shout Select just got dominated. I mean,
it was brutal.
I'm still recovering.
Look, we did what we could, with the stuff that we had. They can't all come out as a W. Mike, look at that, getting the Christmas spirit. Well, I mean, Adrian, if you haven't looked, I've got the Island of Misfit Toys.
Yeah, I'm Collector's Clause tonight. Collector's Clause.
Yeah,
here you go.
Nobody wants a Charlie in the box. Come on, Charlie in the box. Who don't? And my wife pointed out, where's the dolly? Where is she at? I don't know. She's down here somewhere. Oh, yes, the doll right there. It's just a little doll. Like, she goes, what was wrong with the doll? There was literally nothing wrong with that girly doll. She wasn't like missing an arm or, half a ponytail. It's like some of those were improperly put into the Island of Misfits Toys. What is up, everyone? Mel, look at that. You light the place up when you come in the room. Good sir, that's good. Look, Maria is here. Huck, are you deserting the morning mug and ditching us your bins? Heck no, girl. Is it? It's now morning for you, right? Technically, it's the morning mug for you now.
Early morning.
Wait, let me see.
Was it like 4 a.m, something like that?
I always pull up my time zones.
I felt like
2:08. Oh my gosh, it's 4:08.
Oh, I was good. Yes.
Ooh. I'm sorry. Well, we will get back to it. We'll get back to it. Just scheduling things have gotten in the way 2 weeks in a row, unexpectedly, of course. I have to wait until after Christmas to do any membership things. Dude, everybody's got to do that.
I feel you.
It's the late Huck Man show now. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Kitten Paw, speaking of the devil, there she is. More like an angel. Yeah, girl. Might give her that heart. There it is. Fluke.
From Huck. Enjoy.
Let's see. I watched a little bit of it, but because I couldn't comment, I just ended up doing something else. Oh, there it is. See?
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. Let's see. But don't worry. I give you a like on the video. Oh, that's nice. All right. Just Moody says, I've been called a member using different words. Does that count? Absolutely. Just not officially for commenting, but, Look at that. Jeff's there. Good evening, friends. Hello. What's good, man? So don't worry, I give you guys a like. Nice. Whoop. And say, hey, Jeff. This is I just stopped working. Oh my gosh, you've got a late night shift. Holy mackerel. That was a super fun stream, you guys. Thanks, Mel. It was very
fun for you.
yeah, we had a good time. Let's kick around. So, this is what we do. We talked about this a little bit last night. We're big box office people. There's a big thing that happened this weekend. Now, in order to do this, I have to do this a special way. Since Mike is here, we got to do it like this. There we go. So, Mike, look at this. Let's chat about our box office over the weekend. Of course, they're calling it Glicked, which is really weird. That's not going to stick ever. That's horrible. There's no topping Barbenheimer. Just not going to happen. But it is interesting how it was a very family-friendly film like Wicked, like Barbie was, against a very macho sort of male sort of skewed thing like Gladiator and Oppenheimer. And they sort of finished in the same respective positions. So Wicked kicking in about 112, Gladiator, though, second place at 55. That is a dang solid run at number 2. You don't usually get number 2s that high. Red One slip into number 3 at 13.2. And this other thing called Bonhoeffer, which is like, it says like a pastor, spy, something. Hang on. I should make my screen bigger.
I'm shocked it made that much, though, for me not even knowing anything about it. To make $5 million, that's pretty darn good for me not knowing nothing about it.
Pastor, spy, assassin. You know those pastor, spy, assassins. They gotta have their own movies.
And usually I see most movies. That is one I'm like, nah, not even.
I don't even know if it's at my theater. So, and then Venom, part 3. So of these, I think I've seen 3 out of. I probably won't see Bonhoeffer. Let's go out and see Bonhoeffer, Mike. Everyone's waiting for our review on that. Have you seen Wicked yet?
No, I have not. That is a super long movie, so logistically to make it happen, but it's going to be in theaters forever. It's going to be in theaters at least through December, if not more. So I want to wait maybe a few weeks to get in there when there's less people and just kind of chill out. Because I mean, a 3-hour plus movie with the credits and the runtime, So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll go to the sing-along edition in December. Maybe that will happen.
Then you have to sing along. It is the rule. I mean, if it's there, you must sing along.
I'm gonna say my baby's singing,
right?
Now, not crying, not singing.
In case people are behind, Mike has a little girl now, a lovely darling named Nova.
Yes.
What was her birthday? What's her birthday? When did she come into this world?
November 18th.
Nice.
Yeah.
And a girl, and she's just like everything you could dream of.
Oh yeah, and she's already watching movies with me. We watched Jaws 3 today.
Jaws 3.
Like it, so she was enjoying it. So
yeah, was she? Yeah,
she liked it. It was like the 3D effects and everything. She very calming for her.
A calming factor. Did it? Yeah. Well, nothing like a little horror influence to calm a child. Now, Gladiator 2. What did you think of this film?
Ooh. Well,
in case people haven't seen our thing last night, this will be their first time.
So it was a really solid sequel, especially it being so many years later. I thought it was going to be a train wreck. It was not a train wreck. It was very entertaining. So I had a fun time with it. Would I rewatch it a whole bunch more times? Probably not. Maybe get it on physical. But that's why I think it's not going to do as good as Wicked or Moana 2 or even, maybe even Venom 3. Like, I feel like it's not going to have the legs, unfortunately.
Well, I think now this is an interesting to note. So for those who take note, Wicked came in number 1, Gladiator number 2. Notice they're literally about 50% higher than Gladiator Wicked is. But when you take in the entire box office across the planet, Wicked pulled in 178 million and Gladiator 2 pulled in 226 million. So globally, Gladiator is actually doing better than Wicked. Now, I think Wicked is going to have some incredible legs here in the States, but we have so many bangers coming out, coming up. We got, of course, Sonic 3 is coming out. Mike and I are excited about Sonic 3.
Oh, yeah.
So that, there's a lot of things that are going to take a bite, Moana 2, that's going to take a bite on Gladiator 2 domestically. And let's face it, internationally. But that's not bad. I just think I feel like this would have been a good February movie, right? To drop it when there's sort of no other real competition around it, but you got all these family friendly things that are just going to, I think, dominate a little bit of the box office for it.
Yeah, I don't know. Timing is always tough. I don't know if it would do any better in February. I actually do think the Glicked thing, even though it sounds ridiculous, I think it did help Gladiator 2 a little bit. I don't think it would have done good in February. Like, I think this is the best Gladiator 2 could have done. And I don't think it's a problem. The 55 million is not the problem. The problem is the budget. That was the problem.
Yeah.
If this movie was made for 100 million, 125 million, like, we would be doing fine right now.
Yeah, they're all set.
Yeah, the problem is the budget here. And, like, who am I taking to go see Gladiator 2 to? Nobody. I can't bring the kid to it. I can't bring the wife to it. I ain't bringing the whole family to it. But I might take them to Moana 2. I might take them to Wicked. I might take them to Red One, heck, I mean, but Gladiator 2 is just, it doesn't have that appeal to everybody, unfortunately.
No, so what was your take on Red One?
I freaking loved Red One. All-time new Christmas classic, super entertaining. The cast is great. I don't know why people didn't like this one. That is very strange to me because this was just super entertaining and fun. Like, what was bad about Red One? Everybody was like, oh, this is terrible. Ugh. I thought it was wonderful.
I think a lot of I don't know. I also feel like people who tend to quickly say it's terrible aren't watching it. They've just decided, people love to like crap on success. It's like, oh, Chris Evans is successful and The Rock is successful. How can I get a piece of it? By being negative and telling everybody it sucks. Because I'm with you. I thought it was a fun movie and liked it a lot. I felt it had some of that Jumanji essence to it. The adventure quality that the director Jake Kasdan brought to the two Jumanji films is present in there. I do feel that amongst other Christmas movies, it does have three dark elements, like the Christmas spirit is waning, so everyone is on the naughty list. So that's why The Rock doesn't want to do it anymore. Santa's kidnapped, and Chris Evans is a out of place father. So there's sort of these three sort of somewhat heavy things, if you call them that, tucked into this adventure story. So I feel like maybe if it was a little lighter in tone, it would be doing a little better, because I really do think it is. It's like a gritty Jumanji film, but it's a Christmas movie. Yeah. And for that, it's still, Krampus is great. That guy playing Krampus is, Krampus. And I looked it up. Apparently he's smaller than The Rock, but I thought that guy was enormous. I'm like, where did they find like this 8-foot tall person?
The movie magic right there.
Movie magic, man.
But Red One has two problems. Once again, like we said with Gladiator 2, the budget was insane. We got to get those budgets under control.
I think it was the same, wasn't it? I think they were both $250 million.
Ridiculous for a movie like this. And then I think the timing was off with this one. I would have released this more closer to Christmas. Like, I just felt this was a weird release, like early November. We're not really into Christmas yet. Yes, we're getting geared up, but I thought it was a weird placement.
Well, so what's going to be weird of this or dropping Nosferatu on Christmas Day?
Exactly. Yeah, because what comes out for Christmas? It's Nosferatu. Anything else?
Let's take a quick peek. So we got coming up.
I know Sonic 3 is close to that, but I don't know if it's a week before.
Let's see. In diciembre, as we say in Espanol. I still love there's some interesting titles coming out. We have F, Marry, Kill. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, totally a Christmas movie. Yeah.
Right. Sonic is on the 20th, so it's close to Christmas. So is Mufasa. Are those coming out on the same day? I thought Mufasa was coming out this weekend.
Okay, so Mufasa is a family movie for Christmas.
And Sonic. Sonic's pretty family friendly. But on Christmas Day, you got the Bob Dylan movie, A Complete Unknown, which I could care less about. Dude, I don't know about you. I'm just tired of people winning the Oscar for imitating people that are known. I want to see people that are creating a performance from nothing to something great, like when Michael Keaton did Birdman, but then he's up against, The Theory of Everything with Eddie Redmayne playing Stephen Hawking. He wins because everyone's like decides that was a great impression of Stephen Hawking. I want there to almost be a new category now, like a category of impressions and a category of real actor. You know what I mean?
This year will be interesting for Best Actor. I think Ralph Fiennes is probably going to be the leading person for Conclave. I'm not sure who's going to be close to him, though. Like, I would love to see Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2, but I don't know what's going to happen.
But I feel like they would put him in supporting. Even though it's a big part, it's 100% they would. Because if they're trying to take Wicked, right? Those are two lead roles, just like Thelma and Louise. They both got nominated for lead roles. These two are two leads. So if they put Ariana Grande as supporting and the other one in lead.
They would do that, though.
Yeah. Then Denzel's got to fall into that same category where, well, he's not the gladiator, so we'll put him in that supporting role. And he could walk away with another Oscar. But I haven't seen Conclave yet, and I'm curious if this is the time where either Stanley Tucci or John Lithgow.
You know what? It'll be interesting to see if you like that movie. I don't think it's a Huck movie.
Really?
So I was bored to
What?
tears
Were you?
until like the last 30 minutes. Last 30 minutes is brilliant, but to get there, I was falling asleep.
It took a while.
Yeah. But it's one of the most shocking last 30 minutes of a movie ever. So,
well, I have learned that as I've gotten older, I have more patience for things like that. So
there you go.
So we'll see. We'll see. Now, what do you think? Speaking of the family thing, here we'll go boink boink. And this is the big one coming out for the weekend: is Moana 2. Do you care? Are you excited? You'll go see it anyway because you can bring the kid. Put the kid down. What do you think?
I'm ready. I want to take my baby to this one. Be the first theatrical movie for the little baby. So I'm excited for it. I'm not like a massive Disney princess movie fan, but I'm sure there'll be great singing in here. I think I will enjoy it well enough. But once again, I think it's more about, hey, bring the family out to it. The whole family can enjoy it. So that communal experience will be the best part of the movie for me. But it's not like, oh, top 10 list, Moana 2 is going to be on there for sure. No way. It's just, I'm not as much as an animated fan and way less Disney princess subgenre. You already know with Princess and the Frog, we've been over it.
I mean, you still got to make that up. No. So Moana for me, this is interesting because I had not seen, this is one that my daughter and wife saw this without me. And she's like, oh, Dad, you have to see Moana. I'm like, all right. Same thing with things like, we saw Coco together and Encanto, and you know what? They were all fantastic. This first Moana was amazing. So I was like, wow, you are correct. That was great. So if I can have remotely that same reaction seeing this, I'm stoked.
Yeah, I think we'll get that because originally this was supposed to be a streaming series broken up into episodes. Yeah. That's what they were planning on. That's what they made it for. But they're like, Disney, we need to make some money because our movies have been sucking lately. So we need to get some more wins this year. So let's go. Let's compress it into a theatrical movie, Moana 2. That's what happened.
Well, dude, they crushed it with Inside Out 2. They dropped that out there and it did everything they wanted it to do. So he's like, they're having a little comeback this year.
Yeah. If this can be a big hit, that's 3 big hits because Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah. They get Moana 2 in that mixture. Ooh, that's going to be a good year for Disney.
Yeah, it's like I love it, but I hate it at the same time because Disney's still one of the shysters when it comes to people like us who love collecting the physical media. It's just
you're not buying the $70 steelbooks, Huck?
I am not. I am not even buying the $35 steelbooks,
Yeah, steelbook prices are outrageous. My limit's $25 now. I paid $25.
25 is that the match? Yeah, that's a good one.
25 is a good price.
Let's pop back in, see what everybody is chit-chatting about. See if they got any like burning questions for us. Mm-hmm. Freelancer, I work when I want to. Girl, good on you. I wish I'm also a freelancer, only right now no one's hiring. So it's a rough one. But I got a lot of feelers going out right now. We'll see if anything sticks. Yeah, magic hands, Mike.
And I'm sending you some good feelings your way.
Thanks, dude. I could use them right now.
We'll get you some calls. I'll make my contact.
Look at that phone. What is that for?
You gotta have a phone ready. You gotta just have a phone ready to go.
Well, yeah, I got my phone. Yeah, a real phone.
This works better.
Okay, what is that from? Why do you have a blow up giant brick phone?
You just gotta have one lying around,
Yeah, what's it from? I know that's some movie prop. What is it?
No, it really isn't. My wife got this, I think, when she went to a rave. I was like, I think they call them like totems, right? I think so. I don't know. And then I used this on a Scream stream because I'm like, what's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah,
so
perfect.
And then I've just had it lying around here. So when I need it, I just pick it up, and there you go.
Okay, now Dave says he didn't really like Gladiator. Felt it couldn't match up to the first. Well, true. Really like only Connie Nielsen, Pedro Pascal in the movie. There you go. I think that's the movie's like hitting and missing with some people. Hey there, everyone. Please hit that like button. Please do it. Like Mike's slapping it. Where are we on the slaps of the like? Let's see. Where are we at? Come on, you guys got to keep me informed. We got 29 watching now, almost 30, 16 likes. Come on, we got to jack that up. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Let's go.
And I bought my fanciest of flavors. So Coca-Cola.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's see
Oreo
this
flavor.
thing.
Look at Oreo flavor just for this stream to show you guys. That's fancy. That means we need some likes right here, okay?
All right, now it looks interesting, but is it disgusting or is it good?
Oh, it's freaking delicious. It's one of my favorite flavors. I mean, if you like Oreos, you're gonna like
love Oreos.
Yeah. So it still tastes like Coke Zero, but then you get a hint of Oreos. So it's just like the perfect little spicy with it.
Probably horrible for you, but I'll have to try one.
It's delicious. It's Coke Zero, no calories. So keto diet, enjoy.
I mean, look, that's I was gonna say that's what I'm drinking now, but actually I drank a Coke Zero earlier. Right now it's A&W root beer. And a summer shandy. I'm mixing. Let's see. Starting in December, they're gonna start playing the sing-along version, of course. Are you going? I can see Collector Movement out there singing his patootie off, loving it. Kino Lorber's winter sale just started. Caveman is here with dropping the knowledge.
They have a sale for everything, though. They have a fall sale, winter, spring, summertime, Tuesday sale. They have a sale all the time.
Dude, everybody, that's the thing. See, this is the hard part. It's like not having a steady job, but everyone's dropping their deals. Like you got Kino and Amazon, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, I got some good deals. I've been nonstop on the deals, but I discovered something really cool with Amazon, too. There's buy two, get a third free. I just picked up like 3 steelbooks they ended up being under $25 each. And that's my price point. So I got like Drive in there. I got the Blob steelbook. I got, I don't know, something else. It was a cool steelbook though.
I mean, that's the way to go, man. When you get those little sales, you also have to hope that you find 3. Like Groove had that too. Groove had 3 4Ks for 30. I'm like, oh my God, $10 each. And so I picked Purple Rain because I've been wanting Purple Rain, and then I could not find 2 others. Because I either have them already, or I just don't want those. That's the thing about the limited list is like it's a good thing if you don't have a lot yet, but if you already do, But that said, my prayers were answered because for $10.99, just $1 more, Amazon dropped its price today on Purple Rain. So
there you go.
Now I don't have to get 3. I just got 1.
Don't you already have that though? You wanted the 4K though, because you have it in one of the Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I got it in the Warner box. I also had it in a regular Blu-ray, which I did a Huckstmization on and kept the 2 DVDs. So I have it in plentiful supply. But
you love that movie though.
I do love that movie, man.
Man, I fell asleep. I'm like,
come on now, sing it, Mike. Oh, let me see you Purple Rain. So good. Look, go when you're done with this stream, of course. Go to YouTube and look up Prince halftime special at the Super Bowl. It is hands down the greatest halftime at any Super Bowl ever because it actually rained during the Super Bowl, which doesn't always happen. Sometimes they're indoors, sometimes they're outdoors. And dude, everyone's like, "Oh, Prince is going to be too, full of himself to go out." Are you kidding me? Prince saw the opportunity and pounced, and he went out there with Purple Rain landing on him, and he just sang. It could not. It's as if they turned the rain on just for Prince.
Wow,
it is phenomenal. Oh my God! That's really appropriate for maybe to watch Jaws.
I think it's PG though, right? Weren't the Jaws movies PG, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, I think so. I don't.
Well, there you go. I was the parent.
Yeah, the first
I was
Jaws,
guiding that watch.
Yeah, like back in the day, PG got you a lot. Like, I mean, there were like severed limbs and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like nowadays when it's a gore fest, they'll jack that up.
It's a movie, Collector Movie Man. It's a movie, okay?
Speaking of Prince, look at that. What's up, Prince? Nerdy Farm Girl Tracy. What is up? Happy holidays to you. What's good, girl? Also, Gladiator premiered earlier than Wicked. Yes, okay. Wicked still had fewer countries to debut in. Okay, so it'll be catching up.
That's why I never compare the international stuff because everything gets released in different markets at different times. So it's really tough to compare the international numbers.
It is true. Well, certainly as it's starting, yes. Yeah. You have to sort of wait till it's all done to put it in perspective. John Doe, whoop, whoop. What is going on? Let's see. I think Wicked will make $1 billion. 100%.
I think so too.
Yeah. I think so too. Just broke the Monday record. Oh, what? Okay. Yep. Off it goes. There it goes. Subscribe to Tracy. Look at that. Caveman dropping me some Tracy love right there. She's got a great channel, y'all. I love Tracy. We did some fun stuff on her channel. We did Buy, Rent, and Trash. That's such a fun game. Really good idea there, Tracy. I could play that literally with my friends all night. Like Mike and I, we could just play that game like right now. But we won't because that's your thing. Look at that. Miss Caveman's here. What? Look at that. Getting all the caves out there. Tony. By Cracky. Tony, I love it. Tony posted something on Instagram, like a throwback Tuesday or whatever, Tony. I was like back like 10 years ago when he was like doing a little hunt, and he pulled up a couple of movies from way back in the day. Looking good, Tony. Look at that. Everybody's jamming that he's here. Pre-order already. Wicked. Oh, you did already pre-ordered. Look at that. Tall golden hat of Glinda. The Wicked Witch certificate of authenticity. Nice. Look at that. Mel, of course. Everybody go over there to Mel's channel. Sub up to Mel. She's fantastic. My Killer Podcast. 1/3 of the Rad Pack. What do you guys not like about Gladiator 2, Huck? Can't make a mic. I don't know. I
like the CGI and the runtime. That's about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much Mike and I had sort of lined up on that. The runtime was a little long, although still shorter than the original Gladiator. But for some reason, Mike and I also rewatched the first Gladiator that morning, like both of us. So it was all fresh in our head. And yet, that was fine at 2 hours and 40 minutes. And yeah, some CGI, like CGI monkeys are like, what? And then right at the beginning of the movie, it just pulls me right out. I'm like, oh my God, what is, and thank God they kind of got away from that pretty quickly because the rhino wasn't nearly as bad. And I didn't mind the water and the sharks. It is a little hilarious thinking, well, I didn't mind the sharks. It's just the logic of how did they get the sharks? Like all the other animals, they trap them or whatever. Who went out and wrangled the sharks?
They got them from the ocean. They transported them back to the aquarium, and then they're ready to let the water in.
Right? Nosferatu. Okay, Baby Girl the Brutalist. Complete Unknown. America's to Me. So you're ready for all those, huh?
Yep.
All right.
That sounds very Christmassy.
So are you a big Bob Dylan fan, Tracy? I feel like you're a Bob Dylan fan. I'm not a huge Bob Dylan person, but I'm interested to see, Timothée Chalamet's take on portraying the character. Hey Tony, please subscribe here. All right, there it is. Basement Blues. Tony's here. Nosferatu, Complete Unknown, Baby Girl. Oh, here we go. These are the movies that are coming out. Oh yeah, Christmas Day. Oh, we're just catching up. Adrian Brody for The Brutalist is one of them for the best actor. Oh, you think so? He's the one to beat for best actor, huh?
Never even heard of the movie.
Me neither. We're gonna check it out, I guess. Yes, Ferratu. I love that. I love Conclave. Yeah, everyone that's seen Conclave is loving it. If Huck enjoys political thrillers, he will like Conclave. Girl, and I do.
Yeah, it's no Star Wars Episode 1. Okay,
good
that's calm expectations.
Thank God.
I freaking love Star Wars Episode 1.
Like that's your
politics is great in there.
Like when political thrillers pop in your mind, that's your number one go-to. Yeah,
I freaking love the politics in there. Oh my gosh. Brilliant. The trade embargoes, come on, that was all politics.
And
economics.
Was it good? I don't know. I ever wanted to skews younger. Really?
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Even though she's older, though, that's weird.
But because it was made for Disney Plus streaming, it's for the kids babysitting. That makes sense.
Yeah, but what I loved about Inside Out 2 is the girl grew and it brought the audience with her. Like it did not kowtow to that youthful child. It brought them with her. And if you're in for it, it was fantastic, which I was,
But that's Pixar, and that was designed for a theatrical release.
Right. Is Moana like Disney? Is it not Pixar?
It's not. I don't think it's Pixar Studios, is it?
So it's Disney Animation.
I thought it was Disney Studios. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up.
So it's like Frozen. Because Frozen.
I thought so. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys let me know in the comments. I get them all mixed up. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, because Frozen was Disney.
Yeah, I thought Moana. Maybe it is Pixar. I
No,
don't know.
nope. It's Disney. Like
There
we
we
even
go.
had
Okay.
because it says Disney. Yeah, here we'll even.
Yeah, because usually to me, Disney skews a little bit younger in general. That's why I always like Pixar a little bit more than Disney. So,
See, there's our logo. There we go, right there. So you can see the logo. It says Disney's Moana 2. If it was Pixar, you'd see Pixar right there. So yeah, it's so funny because I feel like they just sort of copy Pixar. It looks really great like a Pixar movie. I mean, look at this. I mean, everything about it's just so popping and fun and colorful. So yeah. How do we look at this? That's too big.
I'm like,
Whoa!
like I'm at everybody's screen.
Ready? Whoa!
You're tripping
Whoa!
me out, Huck. I'm like, what's happening right now? Oh my, what are you drinking over there again?
I mean, look, just
I
came
didn't get
from your
some of
room
that.
there. Just have a little fun.
A little bit more emphasis on the beer than the root, I see.
It's funny. I actually shaved earlier because I was so scrappy. I looked like a hobo earlier today. Not with a shotgun. Look at Mike. Look at that scrappy fool. Where is Mega Flopless? Oh, look, you're running with my term. Mega Flopless. Yeah.
No, that movie sucked. That movie was terrible. I did not like Megapolis.
Hey, Huck, we're on a Wasted Glider too. There you go, Tiana. Get it, girl.
Yes,
Love the Christmas gear. Thank you. Well, we want to hear from you after you've seen it. What you thought? We're getting feedback from the masses, y'all. That's how we do. Tiana, Late Night with Huck, and Mike. That's what we're doing. We're just chilling, man. We're just bringing the fun. What's up, guys? Sham is here. How you guys doing today? I'm never celebrating Thanksgiving, but what does it mean, Thanksgiving to you? Mike, what does Thanksgiving mean to you?
So I did an entire BlueTuber Friendsgiving stream, and that's really what Thanksgiving's all about, being thankful for different people in your life, the impact they've had. And so that's what I think Thanksgiving is really about now. Of course, it has its historical roots and the Pilgrims and meeting the Native Americans and all that. So, but yeah, Thanksgiving's a good time, right? Get some turkey, whatever you like to eat. What about you, Huck?
Oh my God! Speaking of, so we are hosting Thanksgiving this year. Usually, like we have like 3 sets of friends, and one of us will take Thanksgiving, one of us takes Christmas, one of us takes Easter, right? So we were given Thanksgiving, and last night the stove broke. Yeah, the stove, and we're hosting a Thanksgiving.
That's important.
So what do you do? What do you do when it breaks? Is you instantly start Googling, why isn't this thing working? You troubleshoot, and the broiler works. Okay, so that means the gas is going, but the bottom's not. So what is that? Oh, it must be the pilot light, right? The pilot light must have gone out. Well, I took the stove apart. Y'all did it all by myself. Took it apart. Notice that there's no pilot light. It's actually a device. It's called an igniter, and it just glows really red hot. And when it hits that right temp, the gas catches and it catches on, and your stove works. So we realized it was broken. So we had to call some guy last minute. Came out today. It's all fixed. So saved Thanksgiving. Yeah. By the way, he said, "Well, good job on taking the stove apart." I'm like, "Well, thanks."
I'm like, I wouldn't have known what to do at all. I would have called somebody right away.
What was funny about taking it apart is I could tell he was looking for the thing to plug in that thing, and he goes to the back and he goes, "Huh, usually it's back here." I'm like, "What you looking for?" And he goes, "Where this plugs in." "Oh, I know where it is. Come here." Like, I go, lay on the ground all the way on the floor and look under the bottom. I said, "That's where it's at." And he goes, "Oh yeah." So literally I helped this guy like fix my can I get a discount, like 50% off?
Hey, that could be a new job opportunity right there on the side, a little side hustle. Go
just saying,
I'll do it right there.
But yeah, Thanksgiving for us, and Mike, thanks, he'd invited me to that Thanksgiving show, but I am thankful for my daughter, who was in the play Grease all last week. And I was there for all the performances of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I was out on Saturday, but I had to go see them all and check out the different casts and all that good stuff. And then I'm just sort of thankful for the friendships that we have, the people that come over and we all break bread. None of us have family out here, right? So family's all in other states. So we sort of bring everybody together and just have a good camaraderie, just like we do right here on YouTube. Only, it's like coming into the Pop Culture Cafe. Everyone's here having a good time. And that's what I love about it. So looking forward to celebrating that in 2 days. Oh yeah, go get it. Movie on. Look at that, Tony. Tony, what's good, man? What you think? Hey, okay, Mike, everyone. Michael Hubbard, what
What's up,
up?
man?
Our East Coast dog from Florida. Roll Tide. Although now, Alabama. Smash that like button. That's right. Kung Fu Chop It. Now, speaking of Kung Fu, what do you think about? So I'm just going to read this thing. I didn't make no graphics because we're just riffing. So, they're talking about bringing Henry Cavill in, right? To update the Highlander franchise. Do we need it? What do we think of this idea?
Wait, don't they have a remake of Highlander already done, or no? Are they still working on it?
I mean, it's not done yet.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I've been hearing about this for the longest time. But yeah, Henry Cavill's awesome. Like, that makes me want to see the movie more than if he was not in it. So maybe I'll give it a try. But there can only be one. I don't know if it'll be the right one, but we'll see.
I know. It's funny because, so I'm sort of waiting, Mike. Like, Henry Cavill, okay, he plays Superman. And there are some people I feel like Daniel Craig played James Bond, right? Equally iconic character. He's having a little bit more success outside of it with the Knives Out franchise, things like that. But Henry he hasn't quite found that new leading role for him. I think he's been great in many things. I loved him in Mission Impossible when he's jacking up his guns, ready to take out that dude beating up on Tom Cruise. And then I liked him in Argyle. In fact, I wanted the movie to be more about him and John Cena and Dua Lipa than the other part. Like, I want to see more of that. So, things that he's in aren't kicking. So I wonder by him playing Highlander if that will click or if it's just going to be another miss.
Oh man, that is tough to say. It's tough though in general right now for new celebrities or people that are trying to get to that A-level status because there's not as many like star power anymore, right? Is that how you feel too? Like a lot of people don't really know of like A-list celebrities if there is any more that can really command a box office. So I think that's a big problem. Like if this was a decade or two earlier, maybe Henry Cavill could have some success, but right now it's like, who is the A-listers? Like, is Chris Evans and The Rock the A-listers? Well, obviously not, because Red One tanked. Yeah. But who's the A-lister out there? I have no idea.
I think Tom Cruise is the only A-lister right now.
And even Dead Reckoning Part 1 struggled, right? Even that struggled with its placement.
A little bit, because we're also bouncing it off of the humongous success of Top Gun Maverick. Mm-hmm. But it still did very well. If you take the whole franchise as a whole, it certainly wasn't a miss. I really liked Dead Reckoning a lot. My only negative of Dead Reckoning was its runtime. I thought the movie was great. I thought the action was fantastic. I thought the driving stunts, the airport sequence, oh man, just so many good things. But it was just, for being a part one, 210, 215 tops. But to go 240 something, man, it's like people cannot tell a tight story anymore. It's like they're going, oh, let's just let it breathe and be as long as we want. That's also.
Well, I mean, it used to work, but it just doesn't work anymore. Like, it worked when you had like different Harry Potter movies, you had different Lord of the Rings movies. So everybody's like, okay, that looks like it's Twilight movies. Okay, that's working. Let's try that again and run it into the ground. And now it's not working. So you know how Hollywood is. They're like 10 years behind.
Yeah. Well, as soon as they find something they like, they keep milking it after it's already, past the expiration date, like milk. Mike, I didn't have my hat, but I got my Christmas shirt. When Mike popped on, we didn't have enough time for me to like suddenly scour my garage for a hat. We did not coordinate.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, I like the Howard the Duck poster. It's a guilty pleasure.
There you go. You get fireworks for that one.
Right on, Mike.
Howard the Duck's amazing. Absolutely.
Howard the Duck. Come on. Sing it. I used to have that 45. It's because, Leia Thompson, man.
She was in Jaws 3. So that was pretty cool.
In Jaws 3?
Yeah. There was a great cast in Jaws 3. Who was the other guy? Dennis Quaid. A very young Dennis Quaid was in Jaws 3 as well. So that was pretty darn cool.
Yep. Yes, yes. My name, making it rain. Dude, make it rain, son. Purple Rain is the stuff, Michael. Love that. That album too is wall to wall killer tunes. What you laughing at, Mike?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I got to it way after though. I'm new to it. I'm new to the Purple
all
Rain.
Right.
The rain wasn't purple, I have blue rain. It's just
you need.
I was late to the party. When you're late to the party.
It is good to be late to. You know what? I'm happy to say I'm like Mr. Late to the Party this year, as I've been taking that 52-week movie challenge and I've been watching so many things that I'm late to the party on.
All right, fine. I'll turn this purple. Here we go. That's
purple. Look at you.
That's your Purple Rain.
See, I don't have my gizmo next to me. I got this one. Hang on. See, what is that? Red. You see red right down there? All right, let's see.
Where's that purple?
There it is. That's purple. It looks blue, but trust me. See, that's blue. So just so you know, that's purple. There you go. See, we're already giving some Purple Rain love. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
PG used to give you one F word. Yep, and a boob.
Oh yeah,
only one boob.
That's a big complaint I have about movies these days. What happened to the tatas? You don't see them anymore. In the 80s, they were plentiful. Where are they now?
It's like they went away. I don't think women have them anymore.
They went away with the real animals. Like
I think
real animals. No more
the real animals.
What happened?
And actually, you can get two boobs, my caveman. If you've seen Airplane, you got the one girl when everyone's all panicking, and then the one girl just runs in front of the camera for no reason and jiggles in front, and then walks off. I'm like, dude, the little huckster in me was like, that's awesome. So yeah. Anyone can play the game whenever they want. Noise. It is like a fun game to play. Just at parties, bring it up. Byron Trash. Tell you what, in my beyond was brought to you an Oscar Isaac's Frankenstein movie. Oh yeah, the Frankenstein movie. That's Killer Double Feature when I finally get into it, baby. Let me cook Conan Doppelganger. That's right.
That was a lot of words right there.
It was a lot.
It was a
lot. I started to go off the rail on it, but I kept up. 30 watching, 21 likes. Thank you, caveman. You've seen the Outrun with my crush, Saoirse Ronan. Oh, Saoirse Ronan. The Outrun. I have not.
Nope.
I have not. I do love me some Saoirse Ronan. Moana is Disney. Yep. We have discovered it. Hey, Huck and Megabyte. I was going to do a live stream for my review of Wicked, and I had all set up, and I couldn't join the live stream, like from YouTube on my phone. Oh, well, that's a boomer. I don't use that platform. I don't use that to do it. I wonder what the deal was. Oh, look at the Captain America shield in this thing. I really don't care for Disney movies anymore. I like the only ones I really do like are Toy Story and the old classics.
Well, you're getting another Toy Story movie, so enjoy.
Oh boy, I saw that, caveman, today. My Columbia Classics Volume 4 showed up with a dented corner of the packaging. It still works. Hello.
So I got to say something here. Caveman, return that sucker because it actually got cheaper. It's now $89.99.
It is.
So return it, get the cheaper price.
Yep.
I'm doing the same. So do it.
Hold on. I know. I was just going to tell him that. I'm going to hook you up, caveman.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, get that $20 savings right there. But that was so freaking weird how they did that because they said Black Friday deal. It was $109.99. And I'm like, I don't think this is going to get cheaper then for the longest time. And then a few days later, they cut it down $20. That was irritating. But
I know. It's a sweet deal.
Yep.
All right. Caveman, here is my affiliate link. So anybody that wants the Columbia Volume 4, I just dropped you an affiliate link. Caveman's so good. He's always asking me for affiliate links. What a good dude. But yeah, dude, dump that crunched corner. Say damaged. I hope you didn't open it. So if you haven't opened it, keep it sealed, man. Save yourself $20 right now and potentially a better packaging. And look, I do it all the time because if you look, when I got like Volume 2, it took me 3 times before I got one that was acceptable. You just keep sending it back. Just keep it sealed. Say damaged corner, return, get the other one, return until you finally just either you're just tired of sending it back, realizing, okay, they're just going to keep sending me horribly packaged box sets and then just live with it. I wish, Mike, you and I waited. what was it, $50 for all those Warner Brothers sets? 50 for volumes 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why 4 is still.
Yeah, I think I feel like, what did we get the second one at? Because I thought we got the second one pretty darn cheap.
It was super cheap. I want to say like maybe 65 or 75.
Okay, something like that.
It was well under 100. It was like, oh my God, that's such a great deal.
Yeah.
But $50, whew, man.
Yeah. I know. I still need that fourth one, right? That's the sci-fi one, sci-fi horror.
Of course, the one with the superheroes.
Or was that? I thought the superhero one was the third one, wasn't it? Or am I getting them mixed up? I don't know.
Let's see.
Because I don't need the superhero one because I have most of the titles in there, so I don't need the superhero fantasy one.
Yeah, no, it's all action comedies, the awards. So yeah, the volume 4, I think is maybe it's both sci-fi. Okay, so it's thriller, sci-fi, horror.
There we go. See, so that's the one I do want. I wanted the first, second, and the fourth, not the third one. So still
yeah. So, and I don't know why, with all those great deals, they're just keeping that one a little bit
because it has
higher.
horror movies in it. They're like horror collectors.
Oh yeah, those suckers. They'll always be here. Let's see. Is it possible to train a real rhino?
Yeah, they did a tiger in the first movie. Like they could have done stuff with real animals. They just didn't want to take the time. They're like, oh, let's just make it in the computer. It's easier.
Oh, what's the movie you're most thankful for? That's an interesting question. A movie I'm thankful for. That's interesting, Mike. Yeah, let's see. I don't
know how to answer that because I almost am like, should I just say my favorite movie of all time? Like, what other movie would it be besides your favorite movie of all time?
Well, I guess you could go like this. Like, I'm super thankful for like Back to the Future, Superman the movie, Rocky, Raiders, and those are some of my top 5s. But I'm also sort of thankful for Star Trek the Motion Picture because it kept the franchise alive and led to the better movie, Star Trek 2, and then it kept going, and then that led to Star Trek The Next Generation, and now look at it. You know what I mean? Like, wow. So bringing back the motion picture literally brought back the franchise.
There you go. So I guess I have to go Iron Man then for doing the MCU. Without Iron Man, we don't have 10 years of amazing superhero-ness, and that's my favorite genre. So
see, so you got to be very thankful of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, that's good. And that's a good way to approach it, right? So if you're looking for the thankfulness, what makes it worthy of being thankful for? So I think that's a good answer there, Prince. Thanksgiving for me means food and family. Yup. Samesies. When a stove breaks, you go to Denny's. I mean, I would if I didn't have 2 other families coming over and a 20-pound bird in the fridge. Then I'm not going to just let it go to waste. All right. Speaking about Ridley Scott, is Alien vs. Predator 3 or the next Ridley Scott movie?
Make it happen. I love the Alien vs. Predator franchise. That first one is really darn good. It doesn't get
great. Yeah, a lot of people hate on those movies, but that first one, the second one, I just thought was. And look, and maybe now that you're a dad, as soon as they went into the hospital and the babies, I'm like, no, stop with that. Stop. I mean, some things should just be off limits, Huck and Mike, what are you guys going to be having for Thanksgiving, or what do you guys make for Thanksgiving? Mike, you got any go-to meal?
So we're definitely not cooking this year, I mean, with the baby and everything. So we got to go get some kind of Thanksgiving platter out there. But I'm just looking forward to turkey. That's my thing. I'll eat some turkey.
Do you have family out here?
So my mother-in-law came to visit from Washington. So that's the only family out here right now. So.
Okay. So she'll be with you at Denny's when you're having Thanksgiving.
There you go.
I mean, for us, we just bring in all that traditional stuff. We got mashed taters, we got green bean casserole, which is delish. Sometimes we make the spicy version. Turkey, rolls, salad, all that good stuff. A couple of pies for dessert. It's gonna be a humdinger, as I like to say here on this channel. Melly dooby doo. Whoop whoop. What's going on down here? I do not like Highlander when I watched it. I thought it was stupid. I'll be honest. I don't think it's a great movie. It's an interesting movie that the Irishman is playing what what is Christopher Lambert? Is he Irish?
Oh my gosh!
But he's playing the Scottish, and then the Scotsman, Sean Connery, is playing like the Spaniard, right? It's just like what? Yeah, they're all over the place. They miscast that movie.
Yeah, it's okay movie. I didn't super love it anyway. Like I was late to the party on that one too, and I'm like, it's solid enough. It's kind of a weird premise too. Like it's weird to wrap your mind around that one.
Especially when there can be only one, and then you have sequels and realize that they're aliens, but we'll not go there. Hello, Kitten Boss. Yes, The Witcher. Becky is a big Witcher fan.
Mm-hmm.
So Cavill was crushing in that, although I haven't seen that. Look at that, Mrs. Agreement's noise. Mike, how much do you love Howard the Duck? How much?
This much right here. There you go.
Wow.
Howard the Duck's awesome. I don't know why it gets so much hate. Like at the very least, it's just a fun, silly time the whole family can watch. Like I don't know why people like hate it so much. Like why does it get so much hate?
Mike. Favorite scene? Let's hear it. Other than the duck titties. What's your favorite?
Gosh. That was a great. No, I love that whole opening sequence where he's flying through all of that to get the Earth and stuff. Like I thought that was a really cool, inventive sequence. I don't know. I like it all pretty much. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like the Leah Thompson and the duck together, the bedroom scene, but I always thought it was like kind of funny and charming and meant to be taken more as a joke. So I like that scene too. And a lot of people are like, what the heck's happening? I don't know. People were trying to take it too seriously. And, you know, I don't know what went wrong with the audience there, but I thought it was a fun time.
Keep it alive, Mike. Keep it alive.
Yeah.
We'll be getting ready to work. Yeah. I know you got to hold back sometimes. Now, Just Moody says, anybody remember Chocolate Rain? Chocolate Rain. What I remember was Eddie Murphy's Sexual Chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Coming to America. Sexual Chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I wanted to tell you I enjoyed. Oh, nice. Good. Yeah. We were chatting earlier. You said he was watching it. Mike, I love. Look, and that's Mike. I don't know. So we'll find out what your gateway was. But when I was starting the Hitchcock train, right, I'd only seen Psycho pretty much, and maybe clips of Birds, but I couldn't tell you that I had actually seen the whole movie. But the only Hitchcock movie, top to bottom, was Psycho. And Ken was doing a Hitchcock month, although ironically he gave up on it and didn't like keep doing it. But I was like, but I love the fact that he was doing it. So I did it with him. I said, you know what? I bought that 15 movie set for a reason, and it's to start watching his filmography. So I was like, okay, what's something I've always seen images of, and I want to know what that's all about. I'm like, you know what? North by Northwest, that airplane, and he goes down. Like, what is that? What is that? And I hear it's like one of Hitch's versions of James Bond. Like if he did a James Bond movie, it would be like North by Northwest. I'm like, okay, done. I'm a Bond fan. Let's start with that one. Started with that. Thought it was a masterpiece. Loved it. So then I'm like, okay, let's keep going. And let my wife pick. She says, okay, you have to see Rear Window. That's a great one. Watch that. Absolute masterpiece. I'm sucked in. I'm like, oh my God, let's keep going. Then I saw Rope, which is a much more intimate movie, and it feels like it's a play all done in one shot, right? And this is back in the 50s, when all in one shot is a very difficult thing to do. Love that. And then from then I'm like, I what took me so long with this director? But then, like you, I just got to plow through all of these, and now I've seen at least probably 20 Hitchcock films, and for the most part, I've loved all of them, except for maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, so I'm a big Hitchcock fan, but I was late to the party as well. I think I started with that first Universal 4K volume set. Started with Rear Window, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite films of all time now. This is perfection. So I'm like, I got to see more from this Hitchcock guy. What does he have to offer? So I just probably am at like 30 of his films now that I've seen. I just had to keep picking them up, and I like most of them. I would say most are good to great. There's probably a few in there where I'm like, I did not like Torn Curtain. I did not like, what the heck is the other one? Topaz. Those two I did not like. And then I just saw Mr. and Mrs. Smith not too long ago, and I didn't really care for that one either because it's like a screwball comedy, but comedy.
Is that a Hitchcock movie?
It is. It is. Oh. It's the only comedy he's done, which was really weird. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Although debatably, a lot of people say The Trouble with Harry's a comedy, which that did
dark
not...
comedy. So that's a dark comedy. No, this is a straight up screwball comedy, like pure comedy. So that was weird. But the rest of the stuff I really liked. North by Northwest is a really good one. I love The Birds as well. The Birds is probably my second favorite.
The Birds was really good.
Suspicion. Suspicion is so darn good. I've seen that one so many times now.
Really? I have that in a 4-pack, so that's still on mine to watch.
So good. Oh my gosh.
Oh, good. Can't wait. Yeah. And it's funny because The Birds, that was with Tippi Hedren, right?
Yep.
So I loved, this is back in the 60s, like strong women like that, they were just like, even in James Bond, they were just sort of eye candy, right? They weren't, they couldn't hold their own. And I just loved from the get-go. She just hops into this boat and just pilots the boat across the water. I'm like, this is great. I mean, I know it seems like nothing today. Girls jump in boats all the time, but it's like, it just sort of dawned on me. I'm like, wow, it feels progressive. I don't know if like maybe they do that a lot.
She wanted that guy. She was pursuing that guy. She's like, I'm gonna get these birds to him, and we're gonna see what happens.
Birds. And I love that it sort of leaves you wondering. You still don't know what's the deal with those birds. Like it's not.
They were bad, man. They saw Skinamarink and they're like taking it out on everyone.
Skinamarink, yeah. Dirty old birds. But you know what's funny is, so I waited till I was done with all those movies before I rewatched Psycho, because I didn't want to run. If I was going to run out of time, it was going to be on one I hadn't seen or had seen. And I realized when I'm watching it, I completely forgot how Psycho started. Like I could not remember how Vivian Leigh got to the hotel. All I remember is when she's at the hotel and she's in the shower and the scene, and then Tony Perkins after that is a masterpiece of acting. But that whole opening where she's in the bank and she's stealing the money, I'm like looking around, I'm like, is this part of the movie? Like
that's the MacGuffin right there. That could have been a whole different movie. So that was kind of the cool switch they did. So.
Like a little heist thing.
Yeah.
So so we're raving about Hitchcock, y'all. If you haven't seen Hitch, we highly
recommend. My gosh, so good! One of the best directors of all time. Simple.
A lot of nudes, of course, in Game of Thrones. A caveman dropped my channel stream. Let's see. All right. So, Mike, have you gone out today? If you guys know what today is, it is Blues
Day. Did I miss something?
Well, it's Blues Day Tuesday, so we got to see what people might be hungry for. Let's see. Maybe how's this? That looks a little better. All right, y'all. So here it is. Today, it's a stacked day. So I'm just gonna kind of breeze through and find some of the hot tickets here. So Tenet on 4K, Paper Moon, The Shape of Water, which I liked. Hush. I still have not seen this movie, but a lot of people talk great stuff.
It's so good. It is.
Is it? I mean, I know that like she can't hear, right? That's the thing.
That's the gimmick right there, and it's just like kind of how like A Quiet Place is. It gives you that feel where like you don't want to move, like you're really same feeling, same exact feeling.
Ah, cool, man. All right, well if that drops in price, I'll have to pick that up. Let's see. The Ghost Dance. So you know what that is. Have you ever gotten into the Dario Argento stuff yet?
No. I mean, I'm always like, should I? But I'm not a big foreign language film person. Yeah. So I feel like, and they're so expensive too, like all the different editions. So I'm like, do I want to blind buy this and not really like it? So I don't know.
Yeah. What was it? Good.
But I know people say like Deep Red is one of them, and Tenebrae and something like that.
Yeah, Tenebrae. Yeah, so Deep Red's the only one I've seen. That's Ken sent me Ken upgraded, and he wanted me to get into the Dario, and I liked it enough. I don't know if it's my jam. I know people love it, but it's certainly like if that's sort of the gateway, I was like, it's okay, Like maybe I'll send it your way. Take a look at it and see. And
there we go. We'll see if it does.
But that's what I like about pass it on and see if it connects people. Like I know Tim was passing around Thief with James Caan.
Oh yeah,
because he wanted people to see Thief. I still haven't seen Thief yet. Let's see what else. We had some Looney Tunes. Are you a big Looney Tunes fan?
I have some of it on physical media, but I don't know. They kind of get me tired now.
Yeah, I mean they are a product of their time. Bug on 4K. Let's see. How about Dragon: The Bruce Lee Story? I remember really liking that movie. I was big into the story of Bruce Lee, starring Jason Scott Lee, who was also in Soldier. He's quite good.
Bones and all. I did not like that movie.
Yeah. I have not seen that, Bones and all. Dude, bro, Party Massacre 3. I will not click that image and make it larger, as it looks like it could be offensive. I love it. Just one just called the found footage phenomenon. Well, that's hitting it over the head there. Hatchet, Paper Moon. I don't know. Even though there's a lot out, nothing's really screaming at me. There's a see, and again, since I have all the Hitchcocks, I just don't have the urge to get this Hitchcock.
Yeah, there's no point if you have them on 4K already.
Yeah, and they did the same thing to the Universal Monsters, and it looked really cool, but it's expensive, and I have them already. So, there's another Hush. Is that something else? Is that
it's a different slipcover. So if you buy it from Scream Factory, you can get like this different slipcover, super expensive edition, and get alternate slipcovers and all that. And they charge you like $150 for it.
I will pass on that version. What else? TV got James Gunn in Las Vegas. What else? Anyway, any of these jumping out at you? See all this stuff at the bottom.
Yeah, there's not much there. Shape of Water, I would have totally picked up if I didn't already have a 4K. So that sucks, but I love the movie. And then Hush is one I'm interested in when it gets discounted. But that's about it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the two standouts, although I do like Dragon the Bruce Lee. If they do like Groove does a 3 for $30.
Oh yeah,
and Dragon's one of those. I might pick it up.
That'll get cheap eventually. Yeah, that'll get down to $12 eventually.
Yeah, but otherwise, Hush is the only thing I want because I haven't seen it, and a lot of people rave on that one.
That's a good one.
So, all right, let's see. Game of Thrones. Oh, we did that already. Wait, hang on.
You do see some good stuff in at least Game of Thrones. But House of Dragon, I could not get into. That is like yum, but no, just no. It goes in different directions. I'm like, I'm out. I can't do it no more.
Maybe jump over. Hey, here we go. So it's right here. It's like if you got, let's see. Okay, it's all good. Is the Wrath of Khan just as good as the first Star Trek Hucky? Yes, it is, Prince, my boy. It is, of all the Trek movies, it lines up with the original cast extremely well. It's got all the good stuff. Everyone's got good parts in it. And the 4K, oh my God, Mike, if you only buy one Star, you don't have to be a Star Trek fan, but if you just like sci-fi, like a good sci-fi movie, Star Trek II Wrath of Khan holds its own, and it looks great. That 4K looks great.
So I have all the Blu-rays. So, and I'm not like a massive enough fan to like double dip and get the 4Ks, but I know most people will say the second one is their favorite. It is not my favorite. I prefer the original. Out of all the classic ones, like I like the new ones the most, but of all the classic ones, I like the original the most. And that usually is a hot take. A lot of people are like, they don't usually seem to care for that first one. But
so
I'm like,
motion picture.
The first one.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people say the motion picture is the most epic of all of them. It feels like a big film, and the rest do, and they feel like this for a reason. The other films were shot on TV budgets and TV crews so they could save money, but they still made them look very epic in their own way. But yeah, the motion picture is, a lot of people sleep on that movie, call it the motionless picture, and things like that.
To me, it felt the most Star Trek-y, where it was really about discovery and space exploration. I'm like, oh, okay, to me, that's what Star Trek is. To me, the second one gets more action, blockbustery, and I'm like, okay, it kind of feels more like Star Wars now. And I'm like, if I want to watch Star Wars, I go watch Star Wars. So I don't know, the first one felt the most Star Trek-y of them all.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek is Star Wars is that sort of epic, swashbuckling, fun, adventure, action-packed thing. And Star Trek has always been about character and story. That's their difference. So when they put out the Star Trek 2009 with Chris Pine, and it was very sort of action-oriented, people were like, oh, it's Star Wars. Well, and this is J.J. Abrams' fault. J.J. loves Star Wars. And wasn't even a Star Trek fan, which is kind of what I hate. I hate as a fan hearing that the guy running the ship didn't care for the thing he's running, right? Yeah. And so it feels like a Star Wars movie. And then he does the second movie, and then Star Wars said, we like what you do. Come over and do our stuff. And then we got those things. Which is funny because I will say I feel like I like his 2 Star Trek movies more than I like his 2 Star Wars movies.
Not a bad thing.
Although his first Star Wars movie was good. I liked A Force Awakens. But the last one where Rey is a Palpatine. No.
Oh gosh, that was awful.
It's like, no. Birds are creepy. A live rear window. Yep. Do you know the thing about remake movie? Really?
No, they're remaking Vertigo with Robert Downey.
It's Vertigo? Yeah.
It's Vertigo. Which I love Vertigo too. Vertigo's excellent. So
see, Vertigo's interesting. Vertigo, a lot of people say they love Vertigo. That was one I was a little lukewarm on because of how he acted towards the girl, right? Because she thinks she's gone and then meets this new girl and he just tries to make her into what he wants her to be. It's a very forceful.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's very unlikable doing those things. I'm like, wow, I didn't remember this part about this movie at all. So his character was very not likable.
Yeah.
So it's well made, looks good. I love the stuff, but that part, that aspect, I should say, of the film was like cool, man.
And most people say that's their favorite Hitchcock movie of all time, and I think I did number 5. So, or maybe it's number 6. I don't know. It wasn't one of my top favorites, though, for sure. So I was less hot on it than most people. And plus, the runtime is way too long on it. It needs to be cut down for sure.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, they're good, man. Yeah, just keep making those House of Dragon videos. I'm still way behind on House of Dragons. I think I've seen 2 episodes. So.
Yeah, I try to get back into it twice, and I'm done. No more House of Dragons. I'm gone. I'm out on it.
You're done on that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if I got a couple other nuggets, and then we can call it a night. Get you back to your little kid. Oh, here you go. I know you're a DC fan. DC cartoon, animated, and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the animated show Harley Quinn? The Harley Quinn.
Yes, I have. I think I'm caught up. Yeah, didn't they 3 seasons, right?
I think so. I think I'm into 2 seasons. I mean, that show is so good. It's hilarious. I just had it on while working one time just behind me. I'm like, I kept turning around going, my God, this show is so funny. And Alan Tudyk as Clayface. Can we talk about how great Clayface is?
Excellent. Yes.
I mean, so for those who don't know, so Clayface in this cartoon is an actor, right? He just happened to become Clayface. So every time they want him to sort of turn into someone and pretend, he always goes, like, you know, the one with the mailman. He's like, okay, to get inside, we need you to pose as a mailman. He goes, yes, mailman. What is my backstory? Perhaps I'm from the deep south. And he sits there and he ponders like his backstories and how to make this character great. And they just cut him off and go, or Clayface, you're just a mailman. Go. You know, and he's like, spontaneity. Improv, excellent. And I'm like, oh my God, this character is my favorite.
Oh man, that show's so good. And also watch the spin-off. Kite Man got his own little spin-off series. That was pretty good too.
Kite Man is hilarious.
Oh my gosh, he's a great lead in his own little series.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'd love to pick those up on Blu-ray. Okay. So are you gonna get those if that comes out on Blu-ray?
If it comes out like in a whole series set, maybe. I just don't get too many TV shows on physical. So if I do, it has to be at a really good price.
Now you just picked up Space Ghost, right? Are you watching?
So I haven't even watched it yet. That's at the bottom of my pile. So we'll see what happens. It was just so cheap. I couldn't resist. I'm like, I can watch this with the baby. No.
All right, well, Mike, before we wrap it up, I think we've done a good show, man. Let's talk about, we kind of did on your show, but it was going to be part of mine anyway, so let's do it. Movies coming out in December. What are you most excited for?
Oh, yeah. Sonic 3, of course.
Right.
You got Keanu Reeves, Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm a big Sonic fan, especially in my younger days playing that game where Shadow shows up. I remember that, so hopefully the movie does it justice, but the trailer looked really good, especially with the 2 Jim Carreys in that trailer. I'm like,
oh man,
this is gonna be golden. This is gonna be fun.
Dude, did you see the one that's got the Santa Claus in it?
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm like, this is gonna be so entertaining. I'm so ready.
Cannot wait. I think that's great.
Man. Yeah, Sonic movies are brilliant. And then what do we got? Kraven the Hunter. I'm just ready to watch it, see what happens with that one, get it out the way. And
yeah.
It can't be as bad as Madam Web, though. There's no way. There's
and
no
you know
way.
What's funny? So what's the guy? Taylor-Joy? No, it's Anna Taylor-Joy. He's another like something.
Aaron Johnson. Aaron
Taylor Johnson Joy.
There you go, I think.
Yeah. He put out a statement saying, "Please give our movie a chance."
I'll give it a chance.
Because I think there's already this buzz about Sony just cannot make anything of it unless Spider-Man's in it. And if people are already like dogging Kraven is going to be a thumbs down. And so he's like, guys, please wait, just go see it, give it a chance. So I appreciate that from him, just saying, give it a chance. I think that's the fair thing to do. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't have much hope in it, which is why I think if it's good, I'll be very surprised. Like I had never seen any of the Venom movies. The third one is my first Venom movie I've ever seen.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But I knew enough about it so that I wasn't lost. There was there's nothing about watching Venom 3 that I felt lost about.
Yeah. Yeah, the Venom movies are fun. Like to me, most of the Sony movies have been pretty solid, nothing great. The only one, like I said, I despised was Madam Web. That was a whole new level of what the heck happened here. I don't know.
Yeah, everyone's trashed that so much I haven't gotten on board with it.
Gosh. It's on my top 10 hated movies of all time. And
it's superhero.
Exactly. Like superhero genre, I'm so easy on. It had not one good element. And I looked through the whole thing. I'm like, just give me one thing. I'm like, look, acting terrible, cinematography terrible, music terrible, casting terrible, story
editing.
Literally editing. Oh God, awful. Most disturbing editing I've ever seen. I'm like, they should have got Huck in here.
Yeah, right.
That was better. Like, literally, there was not one good aspect to the movie. I was shocked. I'm like, what the heck is this?
And the costumes weren't good either?
No, they weren't. And you had like Sydney Sweeney in there. I'm like, oh, you got Sydney Sweeney. Use Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, she looks great.
Like it was terrible. What? They literally failed on every aspect that you can in a movie. That's how bad. So it sits right there with Barbie for me, Dunkirk, and Skinamarink. They're all hanging out together.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I've skipped most of those because you said how horrible they are. Just want to say that Smirk88 popped up here right at the end. Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Oh, and Galaxy Quest on 4K. That is one I really want to get. That's one of my top 5 movies of all time. Cool. But yeah, so, I think that's going to be it. I just want to say to everyone, thank you so much for watching me and Mike and our channels and keeping us going and vibrant through all these years and upping our likes. I think I just hit 5.3 subs earlier today. Look at the balloons.
We got
so that is super nice. So thanks everybody for that. And I just want to say have a great holiday and have a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Mike, anything else you want to throw out?
Yeah, I always got stuff to plug. Of course, if you haven't seen my channel yet, stop on by Mega Mike the Movie Man. Tons of videos, tons of live streams. Test it out. See if it's for you. See if you like it. If you're a physical media collector, you love talking movies, you want a friendly film fan community, then it's the right spot for you. So go there, test it out, enjoy, and then I'm thankful for you guys. Absolutely. And have a great Thanksgiving.
All right, you guys. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week.